Hi, Rachel Mead here, president and founder of Enhanced Prep. Thanks for joining me today while we take a look at this GRE Quant question. This question is a data interpretation question, which means it pulls into play figures, charts. In this case, we can see our circle or our pie graph also coming into play. One of the things to point out here is, again, we're typically going to have multiple questions that relate to the same set of data. Not all of the questions are created equally. And while this one might look a little bit intimidating right now, this is a very fast question for students to work through when they understand how to set it up. So let's analyze what we've got going on. Hotel X's average rating for quality of breakfast. I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to make sure that I anchor that data from my figure. So I'm no longer paying attention to this Hotel X and its quality of breakfast. I'm saying this number is now 6.1. And 6.1 was approximately, so that tells me my answer is not going to be exact, what percent greater than Hotel Z's average rating? Okay, new data for quality of breakfast. So now I'm going to look at Z and I see for my quality of breakfast, it is coming in at 5.2. When we're asked about a percent change, whether that's a percent increase, a percent decrease, in this case, a percent greater, we want to quickly remember that that's going to be the difference over the original. So I'm going to take my 6.1 minus my 5.2 to find that difference. So my difference is 0.9. And I need to look at that over the original. Well, this wasn't moving from one to the other. Like it was this and it changed to this. So the original might be a little bit harder to track down, but the original is also coming from what it's asking me to compare. Then greater than Hotel Z's average rating. So I'm looking at this 0.9 in comparison to my 5.2. When I come through and do this division, I get 0.173. And I'm going to quickly recognize that I just moved my decimal 2 places to change that into a percent. And I have answer choice B. Now, I want to point out that answer choice A in this case is a trap. And the reason why this is a trap is this is what I would get is if I was putting my 0.9 over my 6.1 if I was talking about in comparison to X. But because it's saying that Z is my anchor and that is what I'm comparing to, I need to make sure that that number goes in as my original and I'm not looking at X because I've already taken it into account with my difference. So that original again comes directly from this phrasing, greater than Hotel Z. Drop that in, make sure you're remembering your difference over your original for your percent change, and you should get through your percent questions very quickly. Thanks for joining me.